What up, YouTube? Welcome back, Adam Eater YouTube channel. Pretty stoked about today's video. Today we're going to explore some part of the wilderness that I've never explored before. If you guys have watched my channel for any length of time, you know I like, exploring the woods. But last summer, a logging company came in, and they must have got a pretty large wood permit because they cut about a 15-mile logging trail to do the logging in a part of the woods I've never explored, or I doubt many people have explored, because it's just so inaccessible. So today we're gonna go out there to that logging trail, and I got the all-wheel drive vehicle. We're gonna go as far down the trail as we can, and then we're gonna go explore the woods. Now, I did print out a topographical map, so I have a general idea of the elevations, creeks, streams, so I'll kind of know what I'll be doing here a little bit. But before, there was no way, unless you were going to hike 40 miles, there was no way really to access this part of the forest. But now that there's a logging trail there, we can at least get the vehicle a little deeper into the woods. We're actually on a logging trail right now. That's why it's a little bumpy here with the camera. But the logging trail we're on now is about 10 miles, and it's in a little bit here we're going to connect up with this new logging trail that they just cut. And that trail, according to my maps and whatnot, looks like it's about 15 plus miles into the woods, and then it's a dead end. It just stops, and there's probably a lot of timber cutting there, and they've been in there cutting wood, so it'll probably be a really hopefully really well groomed. So we'll take the trail in as deep as we can go, then we're going to get out, we'll get our map and our compass out, and we're gonna check out a few spots in the woods and just explore. We're stocked and loaded today. I got a little food, I've got plenty of water, I've got the right gear, got the firearm. We are in bear country. Shit ton of bears around here. So thanks for tuning in. Again, this is Adam Eater. Let's do some survival shit. All right, still pretty slow going here. We're on a fairly established logging road here. But this part's not bad, but I've been hitting a lot of mud and a lot of ruts and muddy spots, and for a minute there I was about 2 seconds away from pulling over and locking in the differential, or locking in the all-wheel drive on this thing. Let's get busy. You can see they've already taken out quite a bit of wood here. Last year, a lot of looks like pine, and looks like a lot of balsam. So yeah, anyway, we got a little water on the trail, so we're going to be taking it pretty slow. So let's keep going. All right, I think we officially hit the end of the logging road here. That's about where it stops. So let's get our car parked in a good spot here, and then we'll pack up get packed up and get hiking. So we are exploring some places we haven't explored yet. Beautiful. Beautiful country here. So we're gonna keep hiking. Got the map, and we're gonna get the high elevation because there's a lot of swampy areas here. So we're gonna try to hit high elevation and hike through this as high as we can. So let's get busy. Been going for about an hour now, and getting a little tired, so I think I might take a break, eat a snack, and then head back. I've been staying kind of on these little ridge lines I found on the topo map because I've been trying not to get wet. A lot of swampy areas here, and the more swampy, the more mosquitoes, and harder it is to trudge through it. But it is, guys, it is so thick in here. I'm having a hard time getting through a lot of it, but that's how it is. So yeah, that's what I've been going through. Very thick. A lot of bug dope. Yeah, so the thing with using terrain navigation, or terrain association, I'm sorry, to navigate in the woods, it's nice to have ideally a body of water, but what we're working with today are marshes. Okay, these are all swamp marsh areas, so we're using the high terrain here, but one of the things you don't count on when you're exploring you know, a wilderness area where there's no cut trails or anything like that is exactly that. There's no trails to walk on, so you basically, keep hearing shit, you basically have to go by whether you're in a swamp or you're in a higher elevation. But the canopy here is just so low, I'm having trouble getting really good bearings. So I mean, worst case scenario, we can go the old-fashioned way and use the sun to get back, or just break out the compass. I mean, really, I just need to be able to get back to the logging road, but ideally I'd like to pop right out where my car is again and just make that loop. But just to kind of show you guys how thick it is, I mean, it's really thick. Holy crap, leaves are starting to change. It's kind of weird. Can you guys hear that? It's a plane. It's kind of weird, it's so quiet, and then you'll hear like a plane, and that's your only taste of civilization. So like in this kind of stuff, you know, so, you know, it's just thick. I can't go through that. So I'm trying to find like deer trails and stuff. Hey, welcome back, guys. I'm sorry I have not got much footage of this hike so far and kind of the whole exploring thing here, but I ran into probably one of the scariest situations I've ever been in on a wilderness hike by myself. I ran into a pretty freaking aggressive black bear that totally threw me off course of my little map here. I probably didn't mention it on the way out here, but I am using terrain association to navigate on this little trek here. So my topo map, I'm using basically elevated spots to stay out of the swampy areas, and I was planning on doing one big loop to kind of survey the area and loop me back to the logging road where my car is parked. Well, halfway through, I run into this freaking black bear, and normally, and I have run into plenty of bear on these treks because this area I'm in, there's just so many of them, but I run into this black bear about, you know, 30, 40 yards up in front of me, coming out of like a pine grove area, and I'm freaking clapping and yelling, trying to scare him off. And normally 100% of the time these black bear, they run off, they're very skittish, but this guy stood up on his hind legs and like started sniffing the air in my direction, which is not what you want them to do. So I started making more noise and started backing up the way I had come. Well, he started coming at me kind of towards the right and down into this kind of ravine area on the lower part of this terrain that I'm following. So instead of me being able to go right and pick up on the higher terrain where I left off to finish my loop, he basically cut me off, and I had to go off, essentially off my freaking map here. So probably won't be able to see this on camera. I'm sorry, guys. My adrenaline is just up right now because I've never had a bear do that to me. It felt like he wanted to like stalk me. But let me see if I can zoom in on this a little better here. Hold on. Okay, I don't know if you can see. Hold on. I gotta get my bearings on here. Okay, we're upside down. I don't know if you can see this bottom corner is kind of where I started. I don't know if this is gonna focus, but there's higher elevation that goes through here. I was gonna do a loop, avoid this swamp, and come up back and try to catch these higher elevation spots here. Just do a loop in here. As you guys can see, there is nothing. This is all probably over 1,000 acres of just nothing. So I was gonna do, you know, it worked out to be a 5 or 6 mile, not a very long walk, but there's nothing back. It's just thick. There's no trails. So I was gonna do a loop and come back to the logging trail, which is just here where I'm parked. Anyway, right now I am over here somewhere. I'm off the map, so I'm gonna have to get back into my. This is really hard to see in the camera, guys, but I'm gonna have to get back into my topo map area so I can again use terrain association to get some of these higher spots to come back to where I'm going. I do have a compass, so if worse comes to worse, I'll just head in the direction of that logging road and we'll take that road. Sorry, battery died there. So I do have another fuck. Okay, I'm gonna get moving here. All right, so I'm gonna get moving, guys. I'll check in with in a little bit, okay? Motherfucker! Jeez. Yeah. Fucking hey, Jesus! Fucking fucker! Go get it! Oh, fuck! So, I'm pretty sure I know where I'm at. I got good sun here, so I'm not going back the way I came. I'm going south, and I'll hit the logging trail, and I'm just gonna fucking walk the logging trail to wherever I parked, which should be fucking when I'm on the trail. It should be east of where I'm at right now. I'm not even gonna try to go back the way I came. Guys, I've fucking never had that happen before. I mean, I saw him, and then he was gone, and I was good to go, and I was kind of backtracking a little bit, but staying quite a distance from the way I came in. And then I fucking had a little fire, and then I fucking heard some shit, so fucking, you know, kind of packed up there, and then I thought it was just fucking the wind, so I was just taking my time, and then fucking I turn around and he's fucking there. So we fucking a couple warning shots on that motherfucker, and that did it. I mean, you shouldn't fucking do warning shots on a bear because they get desensitized to it, so you're not supposed to do that. But I've never fucking been stalked or followed before on any hike. I mean, they're the fucking first. So sorry, guys. I was hoping to get some like scenic shots for you guys of some of just this terrain, which has been really nice back here and pretty. There's no fucking trails or anything to really walk on, so it's just been too thick to film. I fucking had my camera for some shots when I fucking saw that guy, so we'll see if there's any footage of that fucking fiasco. Oh fucking A, my adrenaline right now, guys. Oh my fucking God. Never had anything like that fucking happen to me. Okay guys, I've been walking for about 45 minutes. I've been going due south exactly with the compass, and I'm probably 50 to 100 yards off from that logging road unless I have no idea what I'm doing. So we're gonna keep trucking, we're gonna get to the logging road, and all I gotta do is turn east down the road, and we'll hit my my SUV up, and we'll drive out of here. I've got 2 minutes of battery left, so I guess I'm gonna wrap it up right here. I'll try to get you guys a little bit of footage when I get to the logging road, and just so you guys know, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Real quick, just in case there's no battery left when I get out. What happened today is like super rare. With black bear, you can scare them off real easy as long as they don't have cubs, and you don't startle them, make a lot of noise when you walk through the woods, and this kind of shit does not happen. But this is just proof to everyone that says you don't need a gun in the woods. I fucking needed a gun today, and I scared that fucker off, and I have not seen him since. So I think a point got proven today. And if I just had bear mace on me, I fucking would not have felt safe at all. So I've been, you know, doing the bushwhacking shit for many years, and I've never felt that fucking scared in my life. So all right, I'm gonna keep trekking. I'll try to save the last minute of this battery for when I get out. Oh Jesus, gotta be really close. Yeah, so much for the map. I'm in the swamp, guys. Fuck. I gotta be close though. think it's right up here. Oh, fuck. All right, this is it. Nice. We're at the fucking road. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.